Hello, it's Maama, and this is my corner. And you can see that my bookcase got really nice and organized. I had a little elf come by and fix my bookcase, and so I can see, oh, mainly Moose, you're here tonight. And you want to read with us? I have the word Maine on the back of my kerchief, my handkerchief that's on my neck. And Mainly Moose, did you want to read a story with us? Well, you did. Well, remember, we have to listen with our ears, look at the pictures with our eyes, and be very quiet. Sitting crisscross applesauce is my favorite way to sit, and it's Mainly's favorite way too. So Mainly, you go take a seat right over here and listen to the story. Tonight's story, and I'll say it's tonight because Mama has been busy today, but I'm trying to get some stories read to my people. I decided that I would read you a story about Arthur. And Arthur has a lot of different stories. And I particularly like Arthur because he's always got an adventure. And I don't know about you, but I love adventures. Do you know what an adventure is? Well, if I went out in my backyard and I was looking around and seeing what was there, that might be an adventure. Or maybe if I was going on a hike, that might be an adventure. An adventure is something exciting that you just don't know everything that's going to happen. So, Arthur's tooth. Finally, Arthur had a loose tooth. He wiggled it with his tongue. He wiggled it with his finger. And he wiggled it all the time. One afternoon, Arthur was wiggling his tooth during math. He heard a loud scream. Francine jumped up. My tooth just fell out of my head, and it fell out of onto my desk, she cried. Class, how many of you have lost a tooth? Said Mr. Marco. Everyone but Arthur raised their hand. When Arthur got home, he didn't want any milk and cookies. What's the matter, Arthur? Asked his mother. I'm the only one in my class who still has all his baby teeth. Well, don't worry, said his sister, D.W. Before you know it, all your teeth will fall out, and you can get false teeth, just like Grandma. Arthur persuaded Father to make a special dinner for him. Steak, corn on the cob, and peanut brittle. I can't believe one little tooth can take so long to fall out, said his father. Now, why do we think that his dad made him steak and corn and an apple? Maybe because it would be hard to chew, and maybe that tooth just might wiggle. The next day, Muffy brought in a whole jar of her teeth for show and tell. I got $2 for each one from my dad and one from my mom. I put it all in the bank to earn interest, and I'm waiting for my investment to double. Not me, said Francine. I'm spending all of mine. I love the pictures in this story. They're all so colorful. Later, the class saw a movie called Nasty Mr. Tooth Decay. Between the ages of 4 and 7, the announcer began, everyone begins to lose their deciduous or baby teeth. Everyone except Arthur. The whole class laughed. Arthur slid down in his seat. He wiggled his tooth as hard as he could. In the cafeteria, Francine practiced her new tricks. Look, she said, I can keep my teeth closed and still drink through a straw, and I can squirt water too. Everybody line up for a squirting contest. Everybody except Arthur. Baby teeth. Can't squirt water. The next day, Arthur was convinced his loose tooth would never fall out. His friends tried to help. Buster brought carrots for Arthur's lunch. Sue Ellen showed Arthur how to put raisins over his teeth to make it look as if some were missing. And the brain invented a special machine. It's a tooth remover, he explained. You just put your head right in there. Ooh, that looks like it might hurt. Even Binky Barnes wanted to help. I can knock that tooth out in 1 second flat, he said. That might hurt too. That night, Arthur spent a lot of time in front of the bathroom mirror. He got up very early the next morning to wiggle his tooth again. See how much looser it is, he said to his parents. That's it, said his mother. You need professional help. You're going to the dentist and you're going today. Going to the dentist? Asked Francine. Boy, do I feel sorry for you. Have you been to the dentist? It can be really fun. There were other patients ready to see the Dr. Sozio. Sorry, said the nurse, we're running late. Have a seat. Arthur, you were smart to bring your book, said Mother. And you can see, oh, those kids are having a great time in that waiting room. Because sometimes there's toys in there and books and... Finally, it was Arthur's turn. I wish my patients were as good as you. How old are you now, Arthur? I'm 7, said Arthur, and I still have all my baby teeth. I was 8 before I lost my first tooth, said Dr. Sozio. Everyone is different. Really, said Arthur, and Dr. Sozio examined Arthur's loose tooth. This one should fall out very soon, he said. You just wait. And there's the dentist chair. And there's Arthur in the dentist chair. And there's Dr. Sozio. Arthur got back to the school just in time for recess. Still have all your baby teeth? Francine asked. Then you can't be in the game. I'm the tooth fairy and only people who have lost teeth get to play. If you're the tooth fairy, said Arthur, I think I'm going to keep all my teeth. I can wait. He started over to the softball game. Arthur, did I skip a page? Hold on. Yeah, there we are. Whoever I touch, said Francine, loses a tooth. She flapped her arms. The one who loses the most wins. Francine twirled round and round and touched Buster. She twirled faster and faster and she touched Sue Ellen. She's twirling even faster and she slipped and she hit Arthur. Sorry, Arthur, Francine said, but I told you no babies were allowed. Uh-oh. Do you see what I see? Oh, no. Arthur picked up his glasses. It's okay, he said. It's probably the nicest thing you've ever done for me. What do you mean? Asked Francine. Can you guess maybe what happened? You're right. You're right. You know that. Arthur just smiled. And what happened when Francine hit him by mistake? She ended up making him very happy, didn't she? Have you ever been the last one in your class, or the last one to lose a tooth, or the first one to lose a tooth? It's not about being first or last, is it? It's just about being happy with who you are. Arthur's tooth. Bye-bye.